Hello everyone. In the last class, we discussed the Euler's method procedure to solve the given initial value problem. In today's lecture, we'll see one example to understand the Euler's method. Let's take up this problem. Solve the initial value problem. Dy over dx minus 2x plus y is equal to 0 subjected to the initial condition y of 0 is equal to minus 1. It means when x is 0, the value of y is minus 1. So when you see this equation dy over dx minus 2x plus y is equal to 0, y is your dependent variable, x is your independent variable. So when you solve this equation, differential equation by analytical method, you will get a solution. From that solution you will understand how the value of y varies with respect to x. Okay, so for your reference, I have given the exact solution obtained from analytical method, that is y of x, y at any x is equal to e to the power of minus x plus 2x minus 2. Okay, so when you solve this differential equation using analytical method, this is the solution. But to do the problem, to solve this equation by analytical method, you need to remember so many formulae. But using Euler's approximate formula, only this simple formula, you can solve any initial value problem. Okay, so let's see. So solve the initial value problem. Dy over dx minus 2x plus y is equal to 0 subject to the initial condition y of 0 is equal to minus 1. At x equal to 0, the value of y is minus 1. He's asking us to find y of 1. At x is equal to 1, what is the value of y? Okay, so the limits of x, from this problem we can understand the limits of x, the independent variable, are 0. 0 is the initial limit and the final limit is 1. Okay, so we need to find the value of y when x is equal to 1. Okay, and he also said take n is equal to 10. Okay, this is the number of intervals, okay, in which we are going to divide this our independent variable. So this is our choice. Higher the value of n, more accurate is your solution. For the problem point of view, for the problem sake, let's take n is equal to 10. But remember, higher the value of n, more accurate is your solution. Okay, so in the last class, last lecture, we saw the Euler's approximate solution to any initial value problem is y of I plus 1 is approximately equal to y of I plus h times f of xi comma yi. Okay, so I is the I plus 1 is one step forward. If I take the node as yi plus 1 is one step forward node. So using the previous node, we will find the next node. Okay, so the concept is very simple. If I know y0, I can find y1. If I know y1, I can find y2. If I know y2, I can find y3. Okay, so this is the formula. To apply this formula, the step 1 is to find f of xi comma yi. First step is to find f of xi comma yi. Okay, so step 1, finding f of xi comma y. So rewrite the given differential equation by keeping dy over dx on left hand side. Keep your dy over dx on left hand side, remaining all terms send it to the right hand side. So when you rearrange the terms, you will get dy over dx is equal to 2x minus y. So this is your f of xi comma yi. Okay, so this is your f of xi comma yi. In exam you may get a question like this: e power minus x dy over dx plus 6x square y plus 10 is equal to 0. Okay, so now I want to find f of x comma y or xi comma yi. Okay, so what I will do, I'll keep dy over dx on the left hand side, remaining all I will send it on the right hand side. Okay, so Okay, so now my f of xi comma yi will be minus e power minus xi, okay, 10 plus 6 xi square y. Okay, so like this you should write the f of xi comma y. Okay, write dy over dx on left hand side, remaining all terms send it to the right hand side. Right, keep your dy over dx on the left hand side, remaining all the terms send it to the right hand side. Okay, so we got our f of xi comma yi. Step 2, finding h is the width of each interval. Okay, so for finding h is given by the formula b minus a over n, where b is the final limit of x, a is the initial limit of x, n is the number of intervals. Okay, number of intervals. So a is 0, b is 1, so I'll get h as 0.1. Okay, so we got our f of x comma y, f of xi comma yi, and we also got our h. Okay, so I know y0 is minus 1, so I can find now y1. Okay, so in this way we should do. Okay, so let's see. If you see here, x equal to a is your x naught, that is 0. The initial value of the x is 0 and the final value of x is 1. At x is equal to 0, you know the value of y, that is y0 is equal to minus 1. This is given in the problem. I don't know the value of y1. I don't know the remaining all values. I don't know. y1 I will find using y0. So I'll get y1. Once I'll get y1, then I will find y2. Once I'll get y2, then I will find y3. I'll do so on. In the end, when x10 is 1, I'll get the value of y10. Okay, so let's apply the Euler's solution. This is the approximate solution to any problem. Okay, so this is a iterative method. Okay, so in the first iteration, put I is equal to 0. When you put I is equal to 0, you will get y0 plus 1, that is y1 is equal to I is 0, so y0 plus h times f of x0 comma y0. Okay, f of xi comma yi is 2xi minus yi. Okay, so when I substitute all the values, y0 y1 is equal to y0 is minus 1 plus h is 0.1 times f of x comma y is 2xi minus yi. So I is 0, so x0 is 0, so 2 times of 0 is 0. Okay, minus yi is I is 0, so y0 is minus 1, so minus of minus 1 is plus 1. So when I calculate, I will get y1 is equal to minus 0.9. Okay, so now using y1, I will find y2. Okay, so in the second iteration, substitute I is equal to 1. So when you substitute I is equal to 1, you will get y 1 plus 1 y2 is equal to y1 plus h times f of x1 comma y1. Okay, so y1 is minus 0.9, so I substituted here, plus h is 0.1 times 2 times x1. x1 is 0.1, so we substitute 0.1 minus of y1. F of xi comma y is 2xi minus ya. So y1 is minus 0.9, so minus of minus 0.9. If you calculate, you will get y2 as minus 0.9. Okay, so y2 as minus 0.79. Okay, now using the value of y2 is minus 0.79, y1 is minus 0.9. Okay, so using the value of y2, we will find now y3. Okay, so y3 is equal to, substitute I is equal to 2. So when you substitute I is equal to 2, you will get y2 plus 1 y3, okay, is equal to y2 plus h times f of x2 comma y2. So y2 is minus 0.79 plus h is 0.1 times f of x2 comma y2. So x2 is 0.2, so 2 times 0.2 minus of minus y2 is minus 0.79. So when you calculate, you will get y3 as minus 0.671. Okay, so you got now y3. Find y4, next y5, y6, y7, y8, y9, y10. Okay, so when you do that, you will get the solution like this. Okay, so y3 is minus 0.671, y4 is minus 0.5439, and up to y10 will get 0.348678. Okay, so this is your Euler's solution. Whereas exact solution is e power minus x plus 2x minus 2. So substitute x is equal to 1. When you substitute x is equal to 1, 2 times of 1 is positive 1 and you have negative positive 1. So 2 times of 1 is 2 and you have negative 2. So it will get cancelled. You get e power minus 1, that is 1 over e power reciprocal of e. Okay, so when you do that, you will get the exact solution as 0.367879, but Euler's is 0.348678. So the absolute error in our solution is 0.019201. Relative error will be less than even 1%. So this solution is accepted. You understand? So in this way, whatever initial value problem is there, you can solve it very easily using Euler's method. Okay, there are more accurate methods like Rangakuta method of order 4. Okay, but because of the simplicity of Euler's method, the algorithm is very simple. Okay, many softwares uses Euler's algorithm to solve initial value problems. Okay, so when I do tutorials on MATLAB, I will again come to this method and I will try to solve the same problem in MATLAB software. Okay, the next class we will see how to solve boundary value problems. Thank you.